Chapter 37. After the princess had left to write a letter to her parents, the throne room devolved into the knights and nobles murmuring and gossiping about how wonderful it would be to have a dragon at their beck and call. Would it be possible for them to meet the young man who had managed to befriend the beast? What were the chances they could arrange for this young man to swear fealty to the throne and thus have a dragon at their behest forever? Perhaps this young man was a prince in disguise who had come to the kingdom as he ventured forth to earn his fortunes. Such a thing has happened before, they speculated. If he were a prince, why did he not come to court Desimone? Could he be swayed to marry her in exchange for land or gold? Galloway exited the room before he took a sword to all their throats. They were speaking about a peasant, for crying out loud. Not a prince in disguise, a peasant! He has robbed me of my prize, humiliated me at every turn. Galloway snarled as he stormed down the hall. The dragon would be mine if not for him. I will not have it. He shall not rob me of my princess. All I desire shall be mine. He darted to the stable and ordered his horse to be made ready. Once it was, he mounted it and prepared to ride out. After all, he knew where the dragon's lair lay. He'd kill it and prove his worth. And then he dispatched Sevrin. Once he showed her his power, surely the princess would come to her senses. And if she didn't acknowledge his worth after all this, he would find another way to make her see. "Sir Galloway!" Corlin trotted up to him. "Sir Galloway, wait! Don't leave!" "I'll not be stopped, Corlin!" Galloway snorted through his nose. "I will slay the dragon this day!" "Yes, sir, you will." Corlin held up a wineskin. "Especially now that you have this." Galloway halted to peer at his squire. "What is it?" "The poison Master Knighton was working on." Corlin tied the wineskin to his belt. "Did you not wonder why I let the princess take my horse back to the castle?" "I thought you were practicing chivalry." "And deny you the honor of giving the princess your own mount, my lord?" Corlin shook his head. "I'm only glad you didn't insist on her taking your horse." "No, my lord. I did it to give myself an excuse to slip away." He scowled. "I could see the way things were going. All our plans were being destroyed right before our eyes. I couldn't stand to think a peasant could destroy everything you worked for. It was clear to me the dragon had to be dispatched, so I collected the poison from Master Knighton. We can lace your blade with the poison on the way, and should have plenty left behind if we need it. I also learned from the gossip woman where the peasant lives, should you wish to avenge yourself upon him." "Corlin, I am flabbergasted." Galloway gazed at his squire. "This is well thought of." "I did learn from you, my lord. Your cunning and prowess in our adventures have made a mark on me." Corlin raised a hand into the air. "We shall win you the princess's hand for sure, once the obstacles are out of the way. Or rather," Galloway paused to consider, "I've another plan which would make better use of the opportunity you have afforded us. What if I were the one to control the dragon? Then all the court and the king and knights would surely demand the princess marry me, if only to secure their interests. After all, they would have her join with a peasant under the same circumstances. Why not a chivalrous knight?" "Brilliant, my lord!" Corlin clapped. "A better plan I could not have concocted." He jerked a thumb over his shoulder at the stable. "Would you allow me to get my horse, so I may join you on this grand adventure?" "With a will, my good squire." Galloway nodded at him. "Ah, you have earned my respect this day." Corlin grinned. "Won't be but a moment, my lord." He trotted toward the stable. "Be sure you pack the net, Corlin," Galloway called to him. "To be sure, my lord," Corlin called over his shoulder as he went. Galloway smirked as a plan to accomplish his desire cemented into his mind. Thanks to Corlin's foresight, he would have the dragon, the present, and the princess in his grasp by the end of the day.